Hi Turnip, so today we're learning how to make this super cute and super adorable non-spicy wasabi pea macaron, and it's going to be Angry Bird inspired, so they're going to be super popular with kids and adults. And let's get started on this super cute tutorial. So you guys could definitely use the happy wasabi pea as shown in the container, but I have refilled this container with Kasuga's wasabi pea, and those are non-spicy. So I couldn't find my Ziploc bag, so I'm using saran wrap and just going to crush it with my rolling pin right here. We are just going to put this in our sifter, and then we are going to sift into small pieces. But if it's too big, you guys definitely have to use a coffee grinder, and I noticed that it's way too big. So I'm just going to put it in my coffee grinder and grind it into small pieces. And if you guys have a food processor, feel free to use your food processor. At the end of the day, it does the same job, so it's all good. Just to take a extra precaution, we are just going to sift it once more and sift out the finer pieces. And then we will use the small pieces. And wow, that's really fine. And then next up, we are going to use my handy dandy macaron mix. And my macaron mix contains confectioner sugar and almond meal all grinded together. And then we are just going to combine the dry ingredients together and mix well. I'm also having a free package macaron mix giveaway, so feel free to click on that video for more information. And of course, this is a meringue based recipe since it's a macaron. And we are going to get our egg whites, extract our egg whites from our egg. And now moving on to the next step, we are going to whisk our egg whites. And for those who are new to macarons or who are new to my channel, feel free to check out the video on the right, because this video is going to be a video that's very condensed, so I'm going to cut out some of the parts of whisking. But you guys should definitely check that video out because it has the whisking part in real time, so you guys could actually watch and see the change in textures and know when to add in your granulated sugar. And of course, click on my icon on the lower right hand corner and subscribe to my channel. So once we have reached this beautiful clouded consistency, we are going to add in our granulated sugar. And as I mentioned earlier, the free macaron package giveaway also contains the pre-measured granulated sugar, so you guys do not need to worry about measuring or anything like that. You just need a regular egg and you guys can make macarons. It is 100% free, and you guys should definitely check it out because I'll be announcing the winners on July 20th, so there's still time to win. And now that we have achieved the peaks and it's on fleek, we are going to move on to the next step, and we are going to color our egg whites with food coloring. So in order to make that beautiful light green color, we are going to add in a couple drops of blue and a couple drops of yellow, and just mix it and whisk it until you guys see a well blended color. So the colors are a little bit too light for my liking, and usually when you bake macarons, when you put it in the oven, the colors even get lighter once it comes out. So I'm adding another drop of blue just to make it a little bit darker and nicer. Once the overall color is the same, we are going to start adding our dry ingredients that we created earlier, and we are just going to fold it into our egg whites. Just add it all at once, it doesn't matter, and we are still going to start folding. And for those who are new to folding, folding is one of the hard parts, and it's definitely something that you guys can master. And I'm using the French meringue method, so it's easier, but you guys could definitely check out other methods like the Italian meringue method or the Swiss meringue method. Folding a macaron batter is really as easy as it looks, and it's so simple. But the problem is that a lot of people mess up on the right technique. The most important part for macarons is having the right technique and folding correctly. And for those who are not familiar with folding and meringues, you guys definitely have to check out that bunny video, because that bunny macaron video will show you all of the folding and the steps and texture in real time, so you guys could follow along and enjoy the process. But for this video and for time's sake, I'm just cutting it short. So the next step is we will set up our piping bag or pastry bag. If you guys don't have a piping bag or pastry bag, you guys can get a Ziploc bag. Ziploc bags are much cheaper than pastry bags, but I definitely recommend getting a pastry bag because there's a better grip. And then we are going to set it up just like so, and you guys will be ready to pipe. And now we are just going to simply pour all of our batter into the pastry bag and we can start piping. But before we do so, we are going to slide all of our batter towards the tip so that it makes it easier for us to pipe. And we are just going to tie it around, and then we are just going to pipe directly from top to bottom, and we're just going to squeeze. And it's really as easy as it looks, and there's no trick to this part. And of course, practice makes perfect for sure. Was it that simple? Now that that's done, we are going to change our tip, and we are going to aim for a smaller piping tip just to make it easier for us to pipe the ears of the Angry Bird piggy. And you guys can change your piping tip just like so. And like previously, we are just going to pipe directly on top and just give it 2 pumps. So easy, look at that. And then we are going to bang our cookie tray against the counter, and we are going to release all the excess air bubbles. This step is extremely crucial, and then we will pop our macarons in a preheated 300 degrees Fahrenheit oven and bake for approximately 20 minutes. Now that that's all done, we are going to put our white chocolate in our pastry bag or Ziploc bag, and we will pop them in the microwave and microwave for a couple of seconds just until it's really melted. And then we will pipe our white chocolate directly onto our macarons just like so. And then with a clean toothpick, we are just going to pat down our chocolate eyes, and we are just going to flatten it out just to make it easier for us to draw the eyes later. And for the nose of the pig, we are going to use glaze. This glaze is a very light glaze, so it's super easy to make, and it just looks really nice because it has that glowing and 3D effect, and it really matches the color of the skin because it's glazed and it's see-through. So it's really cool, so you guys definitely have to check out that recipe in my donut s'mores macaron. And just with any glaze, it will harden up, but this glaze formula really hardens up really fast to make our lives so much easier, so you guys definitely have to use this formula. And then we are going to draw in the eyes. I'm using a edible food coloring marker, and then I'm just going to poke it, just keep on dabbing until the color black shows up. For those who do not have edible markers, you guys can order them online, but I got them from Walmart, and the brand is Food Writers. And for those who do not have access to Walmart, you guys could definitely order black food coloring and then just use a clean toothpick and add on the color to the eyes. And I'm also providing a close-up just so that you guys could see it better. And I'm also redoing this because my food edible marker ran out of color, so I'm just going to use that as substitute. As for the ears, we are going to use our green marker and just create 2 dots on the ears, and then we are going to call it a day. See, that wasn't too hard. And of course, you guys can use green food coloring as substitute as well. And then we are going to add in our eyebrows, and they're slightly arched. Sometimes this tutorial makes me feel like I'm doing a makeup tutorial. Now for the nose, we are going to use our black marker or black food coloring, and we are going to color the nose. The left nose is slightly larger than the right nose, so just to keep that in mind when you guys are drawing. And that's pretty much it. Feel free to check out my Instagram, it has more hunger-inducing photos. And definitely tweet me if you guys make any of your macarons. And of course, feel free to like me on Facebook because I'm on Facebook as well if you guys have any questions. So turnips, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy tutorial on how to make the Angry Birds Wasabi Pea Macaron. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet because it's free and it's really awesome because you guys will be kept in the loop for more sweet adventures every week. And in the past, I've done the Hello Kitty macaron video and the hamburger macaron video, so you guys definitely have to check out those delicious recipes as well. Don't forget to thumbs up, likes, and share. And until next time, bye!